OK, now for something completely different. It's time to go and see Jan, and this week he's got a chocolate conundrum.
Why are bees like this after extraction? Well, inside, these mints start out life as hard, crunchy pieces of minty sugar. They're not gooey at all. So how do they go all soft? To find out, we'll need to get into the nitty-gritties of sugar. Now, this is just ordinary table sugar. And chemically, there are lots of different types of sugar. This one's called sucrose. And as you can see, it forms hard, crunchy crystals, which is no good if you're after a soft centre. Now, the sucrose molecule is made up of a front bit and a back bit joined together by a single bond. And on their own, each bit is itself a sugar, but of a different sort. This one's called glucose, like you get in some energy drinks, and this one's called fructose. You often get that in fruits. And the thing is, they don't form crunchy crystals so easily. So break this bond, and we can make a nice, smooth paste. Now, I can break that bond using sheer heat. The problem is, heat and chocolate don't mix. Hey. Fortunately, there is a more subtle way. Enzymes are just natural chemicals, and living things produce lots of different sorts. This one is called Invertase, and it's being added here into this vat of minty sucrose. These are just sucrose squares with a tiny bit of invertase in, and they're cool and hard, just right for coating with chocolate. So this is where they come off the line and they've all been covered in chocolate and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you pick one out for me?
Yeah.
And it's really hard, isn't it?
Yes,
it's much harder than I was expecting.
Yes.
And after this, these chocolates get taken off, put into storage, to let the invertase do its work. What enzymes do is make chemical reactions happen more easily. So instead of lots of heat, the invertase can break this bond at room temperature. An enzyme is just like a miniature machine with just the right tools to make the reaction happen. The invertase grabs the sucrose molecule, bends into just the right position, moves a little bit, and the reaction happens just like that. Now, invertase just breaks this particular bond in sucrose, but in nature, there are thousands of other enzymes which each help a different reaction happen, and that includes digestion. Now it's all soft and just how it should be. After a few days, the invertase has broken down the sucrose, so now there are no big crunchy crystals, and it's all gooey. But what's that got to do with bees? Well, bees use the same enzyme, invertase, to do the same thing. Nectar is essentially sugars in water, and to store it to eat through the winter, the bees use invertase to convert the sucrose to glucose and fructose, and then they fan it with their wings to drive off the water. That makes a soft, gooey paste. We call it honey. Mmm.